When you get to the data hosting page, you will see a section for Bing Spatial Data Source information. By default, this is pointing to a test data source, and you will want to update this to point to your location data. All data used by the Locator wizard must be stored in the Bing Spatial Data Service. We have created a data uploader tool to assist you with uploading your location data to the Bing Spatial Data Services. This tool requires Microsoft Silverlight to be installed on your computer. If you've already uploaded your data to the Bing Spatial Data Services, but aren't sure where to find the information required for the Bing Spatial Data Source Information section of the data hosting page, you can query this information using the Data Uploader. To do this, click on the Data Uploader button at the top menu bar. When you get to the Data Uploader, click on the Data Source Info tab. From here, you can enter in the Bing Maps key that you use to create your data source. Once you've entered your Bing Maps key, you can then press the Get Info button. This will then query Bing Spatial Data Services and find out which data sources you have associated with that Bing Maps key. The basic information that's provided in this page is the data source name, entity type, and access ID. Press the Copy button to copy the data source information to your clipboard. Silverlight will prompt you asking you if you want to allow the application to access your clipboard. Press Yes. Now you can open up an instance of Notepad and paste the data source information to it. We can now see the data source information in Notepad. In here we have the data source name, entity type name, access ID, the date it was last updated, and we also have the query URL. We're only interested in the first three properties. Now we can go back to our locator by clicking on the dashboard button, finding our locator, and clicking on the edit button. We then can click on the data hosting tab, and now we're back to where we started. I can now take that information that I copied to Notepad and fill in the data source information section of the data hosting page. Now that I've filled in my data source information, I can click the next button. I'm now at the review page. At the bottom of the review page is a locator that I can use to test my connection to my data source. To test it, simply search in a location where you know you have data. As you can see, we were able to successfully query locations.